Attention, or are you actually in the Northgate Village Apartments now?
Well, I can tell you it's been a very, very dangerous and extremely fast pursuit. They've been chasing that van right there. Now,
That's exactly what he's doing. Are you Googling the laws right now?
Henderson Police Department's SWAT team responded to the scene and set up a perimeter around the condominium.
I travel in and out of time zones.
And the 3 key rules for a criminal defense lawyer: always on time, impeccably dressed, and occasionally sober.
The yellow sports car up ahead won't stop. Then, something happens you might expect in a Spider-Man movie. It wraps around the tire of the fleeing vehicle and stops all forward motion.
Objection, action answered.
I mean, he leaps over the fucking bench.
No, the thing is, that's my property. You have no choice.
Actually, I do, because I found friggin' Xanax bars on your driver's seat. If you want to explain something, explain those.
Cops get very frustrated when you don't answer their questions.
No.
Step back forward!
He's gonna go straight. There's a car right here. Got him.
All right, I'm going to excuse everyone. Mr. Brooks is being removed from the courtroom.
This is fucking hilarious. So he pulls out a joint in court.
Go, 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 go.
Turn on your stomach! Stop fighting us! Stop resisting!
The injury by the police, that may be a separate issue for you to file a civil suit.
Chris, just while he's doing that, talk to me. What were you running for again?
Warrant?
Warrants? A felony warrant? City warrants what?
Felony warrant on Kansas.
Well, I'm pretty sure they ran you, and you don't have any warrants.
I don't.
No.
No warrants.
No. So all that for nothing, right? No warrants, no nothing.
Yeah.
Police!
A little farther back. A little more. Okay, go.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you fix the trial because you don't want to tell the truth to the jury.
We're there, guys. Got eyes on.
I want to suck it. Yes, I think I would like to suck your dick. I don't think so.
I prefer not to.
I prefer not to, sir. See that? I love that.
So do you wish to say anything?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome down. Welcome up. Welcome. I missed you. I'm glad I'm back. And I know you missed me. Even if it was just a little bitty bit. How are we all? Did we have a good weekend? How did we all cope with the good morning, AJ. Hello, darling. I've been lurking. I've been watching. And yes, I have some opinions on Miss Kerry Morrissey. Never mind. Yes, it's evening, sweetheart. How are we all? We have a good weekend. There hasn't been a great deal going on in the true crime world, so I thought today we might enjoy Judge Fleisher. I call him the Fleisher tie effect instead of the butterfly effect. Oh yes, but I do believe she believes that she's in the right. Does that make sense? Yes, I enjoyed the commentary and the back and forth. That was good. It was good. And happy to do said trial you suggested tomorrow, if you're up for it. I meant to email you back and got waylaid. Yes, it is. It is. But I do believe, as you said, Seth Kenny's got a lot to answer for. And in her mind, the photograph that was sent to her from Adam Task, I think that's how you say his name, when the Hannah Gutierrez trial was on, was completely different to what he actually had. And because she'd shown it to Bowles and he had said, no, I don't want it, I think she just dismissed it and didn't think any more of it, to be honest. And it turned around and bit her on the ass, unfortunately. But if she was truly trying to conceal that, she would have dismissed the charges and slunk away like a caterpillar. You know, she wouldn't have actually made a record of it. And I give her kudos for that, because she stood up and made a record to say, no, this is actually what happened. And okay, yes, maybe I stuffed up, but this is why. So, meh, it's done now, isn't it? Good morning, Miss Gabby. Good morning. It's great to see you all. I've missed you all. I've yeah, yes. But I don't believe she was aware of that. Or was she? I think she got thrown under the bus on that one. I think she had so much on her plate. She's left it to Hancock and what is it? CST, Crime Scene Tech, Opal. Heaven forbid we call her anything else. Yeah. So, but I must say, I'm overhearing about Karen Reid, and I'm overhearing about Alec Baldwin. They need to move on now and find something new. So, do you know anything about what this trial on tomorrow that Judge Fleisher's got? Do you know what that's about at all? Sucky. What do you want, Gabby? Yeah, and it's a shame about the other trials that haven't come to fruition, so to speak. I haven't managed to do a great deal more with Ty Tucker. I did do the video. I hope it was all right. I tried to keep it as factual as possible and not put any personal stuff in there, so it wasn't going to get under anyone's skin or, be one-sided, if that makes sense. I'm not getting involved in any of that. I'm just here to present the facts. That's it. So, okay, that'd be awesome. Love to do it with you. So, yes, I thought, we'd do a bit of Fleischer's stream today, and I've got a wicked ass police pursuit that went for like 2 hours in Compton. I only recorded the last 18 minutes of it because it was not only the slowest, as in miles per hour, but there was people taking, like, he'd gone around the same precinct in circles, this guy, and I think it was in a Prius, and they'd managed to throw the spikes out, so both right-hand side tires were on the rims, and he still went for at least another half hour after that, at least, and then they had to pit maneuver him 6 times. Oh Lord. So if anyone wants to see that, we can have a squiz at that too, but otherwise let's have a look at Fleischer, shall we? Are we all good? How is Nannering? Nannering good? Alrighty. Let me know if you can hear it all properly. Good morning, Judge David Fleischer. What a lovely turquoise tie you have. So we have to count how many times he says it. I just like watching the sheriff coming behind them because he knows as soon as Fleisher says, "You've picked up a second case," he's straight behind them. Cracks me up. All right, let's fast forward to the first one. I have not seen this, so this is a blind reaction for me. I can see it right now because a friend of ours has the... Oh, cool. Yes, I heard that. Yes. Excellent. Good job. Give her a kiss. From Oz. Don't pick your nose on the way to see the judge. Rub it on your jeans.
I got you, Ray. Ray, did you see? Are you logged on Zoom or no?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Good morning, Judge.
Carizales.
I can hear you, Ray.
Yes, Judge.
Interpreter. All right. As soon as we get one, we'll hit you up, Ray.
I'll be here, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Are you Carlos Alfaro?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alfaro, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On July 7th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a vehicle in reference to an unconscious...
Sorry, I had to laugh the other day because he said it whilst he was using the Spanish interpreter, and the interpreter said, "How am I supposed to interpret that?"
Just driver at an intersection. Upon arrival, officers located the vehicle still running in drive with the driver's foot on the brake. The driver was a sole occupant and was slumped over and unconscious in the driver's seat. With considerable effort, officers woke the driver
That's how
up.
I drive.
The driver was disoriented and confused and removed his foot from the brake, rolling into the police car. Officers put the car in park and had him exit. Officers observed bloodshot eyes and odor of alcohol on the breath and slurred speech. The defendant admitted to consuming a few beers. Standard field sobriety test was conducted, 6 of 6 on the HGN, 2 of 8 on the walk and turn, and 0 of 4 on the one leg stand.
I'm not surprised.
DIC was read, breath was refused, and blood warrant was executed, and a blood sample was taken pursuant to the warrant. His last DWI was in 2022.
Any other DWIs than that?
No, Your Honor.
Have you looked to see if he has a license by chance?
It could not be found. No driver's
Do you have a
Mr. Alfaro, I'm going to find that there's
license?
probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? What is the number? Unless we know we're able to run it, I'm going to prohibit you from driving.
It's 453-91025.
Let's put that out on the internet, shall we?
Guys. If you do have a valid Texas driver license,
It's a bit sad. I actually know my driver's license off by heart too.
you have liability insurance in your name, do you?
Full coverage, yes.
Okay, I'm putting a restriction on your license now that you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I'll put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Likewise, you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I will randomly test you. Great.
You want to hear another fun fact in nursing? He says PR bonds all the time. PR in nursing terms is per rectally.
So you have a week to put this interlock on. Oh, you have it on already? Okay, great. So no driving any vehicle that doesn't have one. You understand? No consumption of any alcohol or any illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. Sure. Now, if you like your license, you need a lawyer quick.
I already have one. He's waiting in the waiting room.
Who is it?
Sarah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I guess I see it now. Is that
Same but different, Gabby.
Jose?
Hey, Judge.
Oh,
hey, bud.
Hello.
Morning.
I didn't realize that was
iPhone
you.
11.
All I see is Jose iPhone 11. So I'm glad you're here.
Surely an attorney can afford to upgrade, wouldn't you think?
Thank you, Judge. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. All right, so I'm finding probable cause on him. I'm putting an interlock on his car. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Sehan. He will tell you if and when you have to come back to court.
Sure.
Do you want to get him a date?
Yes, Judge, we're looking at September 17th through the 19th.
September 17th through the 19th-ish.
Could we do the 19th, please?
You got it.
All right.
So for now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll get Tracy for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. All right?
That's good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Judge. Goodbye.
Judge, what did Ray have?
Carizales, Puente Carizales.
Oh,
CC.
Yeah, page 28. Okay. Ray, you ready?
Yes, Judge.
That in the background, is that an animal skin on the wall? Above the window or door?
Does Puente have any prior DWIs? Puente. Puente.
Yeah, no, above that, to the other side of his head.
Stephen, did you call him up by chance or no?
Okay. Tracy behind.
You off to see your dad today, AJ?
Mr. Puente Carizales.
Whoa.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Sir.
On July 7th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a DWI call and met with a sergeant who was in his personal vehicle and on the way to work. The sergeant advised he followed a vehicle after observing it in 2 lanes driving, as well as swerving from left lane to right lane, almost hitting a curb and multiple vehicles that he drove past. The car stopped at a light and the sergeant called the police because he believed the driver was to be impaired. The sergeant continued to follow and give updates. The vehicle eventually struck the median and continued northbound, continuing to swerve. The vehicle then pulled off to the right lane, off the curb, and parked in the grass next to an intersection. The defendant got out of the driver's seat, got back in, and drove off. The vehicle continued to drive in 2 lanes, bounced off another curb, and almost hit another car. Uniformed officers observed the car drive in 2 lanes, then drive into lane 1 and drive in the middle of the lane, then failed to maintain a single lane. They conducted a traffic stop and the car slow rolled.
He thought he was in a Dodgem car.
The driver was ID'd by his Mexican consular card. The defendant was a sole occupant and had bloodshot eyes, unsteady walk, and a strong odor of alcohol on the breath. A 25-ounce can of Bud Light, warm to the touch, was on the floorboard.
So he has alcohol in the car while he's driving?
Back of the truck had 4 of the same beer cans inside. Standard field sobriety test was conducted. 6 of 6 on the HGN. The walking turn could not be completed, and 3 of 4 on the 1-leg stand. The IC was read. Breath was a 0.168 and a 0.17.
Mr. Puente Carizales, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the
Really?
case.
No.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
No.
Oh,
You are not allowed to drive.
not even a license.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Nope. Uh-oh.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Without.
Without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
¿Qué pasa si va usted a la cárcel?
I don't get any tacos.
No sé.
I don't know.
Think.
Piense.
No entiendo.
I don't understand.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Sin permiso.
Without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Usted va a la cárcel. I don't know.
Are you in this country with or without permission? What happens if you go to jail?
¿Qué pasa si usted va?
Quiero que tú pienses.
Oh, quiero que tú pienses.
No sé, no,
I
no.
don't know what he said, but
Piénselo.
Ya.
Si no estás aquí con permiso, ¿qué te pasa si tú vas a la cárcel?
what does he need a translator for?
Think.
Pues, ya no volver a hacer nada de tomar nada.
You are not answering my question.
You'll sit there for 6 to 12 months waiting for immigration and nothing happens
Mr.
fast in Harris
Puente.
County.
Immigration
Oh, hi,
goes
Christine.
through the jail
Hello.
searching for people who are in there without permission in this country every single day.
Yeah.
And if they find you in the jail, they will put a detainer on you. You will be stuck in jail until
Stuck like
immigration is
Chuck.
done with you,
Say it.
which is usually
Say
the
it.
better part of around 6 to 9 months. You will sit in custody.
Estaría sentado en la cárcel.
You're not listening. You will sit in jail waiting for immigration to do whatever they're going to do to you. Do you understand what I just said?
¿Entiende lo que le acabo de decir?
Sí,
Yes.
What did I just say?
Es lo que le acabo de decir.
de que si pasa migración me va a deportar. ¿No?
If immigration
Estar en la
passes,
cárcel.
they'll deport me if I'm in jail.
Very good.
Muy bien.
You will sit in custody for almost 9 months waiting for that to happen. If you do not want this to happen, do not violate the conditions I put on you now.
Está bien.
Any
Very well, Judge.
slight mistake on your part, I will put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you will be there for a long time. You are not to consume any alcohol or drive
Not
any
even
vehicle
tequila.
for any reason.
Ay, ay, ay.
Do you understand?
Está bien, sí.
That's very well.
No driving for any reason.
Ok. Está bien.
That's fine, Judge.
Did you see yesterday's one? He
Yeah, I
said,
mean, it's a DWI, so of course I'm going to monitor. I'm going to,
he said, I don't care if Jesus is standing beside you defending you. There's no excuse.
randomly test you. And if you fail to go test,
Is that for the
I will put you in
III?
jail. If you test positive for alcohol or any type of illegal drugs, likewise, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. The worst possible thing you can do is get into a car and drive, because if you do, I will have a contempt hearing and you will be facing an additional 6 months in jail every time you
single
drive.
time.
You understand? You will be signing a promise with me today, an affidavit that you're not going to drive. I don't care what your excuse is.
And Judge, we talked about all this last night about the high risk if he goes back to jail. I think he just might be a little nervous.
I'm okay, Mr. Davila. I just really want him to understand the severity and that he's not to drive for any reason. I hope you understand, and I hope you get it, because we have thousands of people in custody right now with immigration detainers. This is the only warning you will get from me. Take it however, take it in a good way, take it in a bad way. You are old enough to know that actions have consequences. Now, because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. But Mr. Puente, it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Davila, and he will tell you when and if you have to come back to court. For now, I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. You will then go to Victoria, where we'll have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to get you to Tracy, where you will sign for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Good luck, sir.
September 17th to the 19th.
September 17th to the 19th, Ray, for
18th, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, bud. Take care.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, Judge, the next Spanish arraignment is page 11. Marita?
Oh, look how full the courthouse is up the back there. Holy quesadilla.
Are you Leslie Cruz Garita?
Yes.
Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On July 7th, 2024, officers met with the loss prevention at Saks regarding a shoplifter. Loss prevention team said that they observed the defendant carrying a green shopping bag, take 2 belts, conceal them inside the shopping bag, and leave the store without attempting to pay, passing all points of sale. The total value.
You can hear him rustling his bag next to the microphone. It looked like he had tiny teddies yesterday.
It was $1,060.
I've got M&Ms.
Was she alone? Was she with anyone else? Okay. Ms. Cruz Garita, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Is this in the Houston Galleria, Saks?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm prohibiting you from going to the Houston Galleria and or to Saks Fifth Avenue. If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they're going to put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in jail until this case is over with, and immigration, which will be the better part of 9 months.
I like his
If you
laugh,
do not
Gabby.
want that to happen, do not violate these conditions, because you will not get any more PR bonds. And next time you go to jail, you may be there for an extremely long time. How old are you, man?
30.
What do you do for a living?
I work at a glass company.
Okay, we're gonna reset your case, give you time to hire a lawyer. So for now, I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign and reset. After that, I will have you take your seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go, man. When you come back, please have a lawyer.
See if we can guess what each defendant is in for, what charge.
All right, Judge, the next one is page 2. Amanda.
What do we think?
Ms. Kita?
Robbery.
Hey, welcome back.
No. It looks too soft for that.
Do we know where the defense lawyer is?
Maybe DWI.
She says she was home. Take a seat for me at the jury box. I'm not ready to deal with this now. Yeah, let's.
Justice Houston.
Yeah.
Page 3, Aris Mendez.
Mendez. What has he done? Have a guess. I reckon racing.
Nathan Aris Mendez, hands down by your side, sir. Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On July 7th, 2024, witness 1 stated that he observed the defendant arguing and then striking the complaining witness with a closed fist to her head.
Good
The
morning,
complaining witness
Mr.
is a girlfriend
Brybear.
of 5 years. The complaining witness fell to the ground and then the defendant hit her in the face again. Witness 2 tried to intervene, telling the complaining witness to run and then running into the Kroger asking for security. Once security was outside, the defendant threatened security to ignore what was going on and to mind their business. Witness 1 called the police and the complaining witness walked away from the scene. The defendant struck the complaining witness again with a closed fist to the head as she was walking off. The complaining witness stated the defendant was intoxicated and did not want the defendant to go to jail. The complaining witness admitted to the defendant striking her. However, she retracted her statement once the situation was likely leaning towards the defendant being in jail. The complaining witness does not want to pursue charges and refused to cooperate in regard to her injuries. Law enforcement officers observed bruising on her right cheek and neck area of her head. The complaining witness advised she would remain in contact with the defendant and the defendant stated, "I got her a ring, therefore I can do whatever I want with her."
I got her a ring, so I can do whatever he wants.
I have been lurking.
And I've got your bond, so
and
I can do whatever I
listening and
want.
watching.
And I'm ordering you now as a condition of your
In
bond
AJ's
not
chat.
to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication, and not to have contact with this person. Do you understand? I'm now issuing what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies Lindsay and Edmund as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. Threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You can do none of this. No weapons or no going within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. You understand? You violate these conditions, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. As it stands now, Mr. Aris Mendez, no alcohol, no dope, and no contact. Otherwise, I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond sky high. Do you understand me, sir?
Yeah.
Do you have any prior criminal history? The bond is set high for someone who, that's why, please, if you can run an NCIC, because the bond is higher than what normally would have. Someone would have with no criminal history.
He's been a very naughty boy.
We can't speak on the bond decision, Your Honor, but with regards to
No, nothing? Okay. How old are you, sir? What do you do for a
Old
living?
enough to do better.
Want to select that work at a warehouse?
How much money do you make a month? Who do you live with? Did you graduate from high school? Now we're going to start working on that. I will give you a lawyer today. You have 2 weeks to figure out how we're going to get started to work on getting your high school diploma. You must get online, start researching how to get your GED. I want you to do that. You come back in 2 weeks. If you've done nothing, life for you is.
I really like how he does this. He makes them like as part of their bond conditions or even if he's, if they're incarcerated, he will try and make them improve their chances, for future, life, by getting his GHD, things like that. I really admire that about him.
It's not going to go well with me. You get my drift.
He makes it sound like a
You have 2
punishment,
weeks
but
to
it's in
start
their best interest. If
researching
that
how
makes
to
sense.
get your GED, get your high school diploma. You cannot walk around life not, at the minimum, having a high school diploma. You and I are going to work on that together. And if you don't, I will put you over my knee like a little child and I'm going to spank you with a ton of jail time. You understand?
I will put you over my knee like a little child. He would too. I wonder if he says that to his wife.
If you have any, let me ask you this. Do you have a computer? You don't have a computer. Okay. How do you access the internet? So you have a cell phone. Okay. Use your cell phone. And within 2 weeks, I want to see what you've done to register and look for classes. If you have any issues, I'm going to give you a lawyer today. And we have services that can help you if you need to get your high school diploma. We're going to do this one way or the other. It can either go the easy way or it can go the hard way. You understand? Okay. I already have an application on file. So for now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria. We're going to have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Chase for your bond conditions. No more dope, no more alcohol. You understand me? Okay. Come on.
Page 19, Harding, come on up. Just a minute.
What did she do? Theft? Maybe? Come on. Yoo-hoo. Wakey, wakey, hand off Snakey. In your own time, Judge.
Okay. What's your last name, man?
Page 19.
Thanks. All right, Miss Harding, ma'am, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you.
On July 7th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for failing to stop at a stop sign. Upon contact with the driver, officers smelled the odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle and the occupants. The defendant advised she had been visiting Texas for 2 weeks and produced her Illinois driver's license. A probable cause search discovered a multicolored glass marijuana pipe with residue in the center console, the defendant's work badge, and a bag from her workplace with a multicolored bowl with 0.2 ounces of marijuana inside. Under the front passenger seat was a plastic gun box with a Smith & Wesson 380 handgun unloaded with 2 magazines in the box.
Yeah, she had to protect her dope.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Where do you live now?
I am kitchen caretaker travel, so I go back and forth between Illinois and Chicago. But I'm here for an additional 2 weeks on my assignment.
Okay. Yeah, I see that you have a lawyer. Good job having a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, so it doesn't matter where you are. You must stay in touch with counsel, and they will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. Don't blow us off, and above all else, do not pick up any new cases. Otherwise, I will revoke your bond. Do you have a valid Illinois license? Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes.
Okay, as long as you have those, you may continue to drive, okay? For now, I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll just have you take your seat in the jury box. I'll wait for your lawyer and then we'll have you go.
So she wasn't high, she just got done for the gun.
All right, Judge, next is page 31, rushing.
Do you feel it? I mean, I wasn't gonna do anything unless you feel like you need.
Be sure, because I stepped out for a second.
No, I mean, I wasn't gonna put any conditions on it.
Well, he looks young.
Just so you know, Your Honor, he's 18. His mom is here in the courtroom. Do you want her up here?
Yeah.
I have an attorney, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah, they're always running late. Don't worry. I know them well.
Oh, right.
Good morning, Mom. Thank you for coming. You are, is it Lonan?
Yes, sir.
Lonan? Mr. Russing, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On July 7th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an address regarding a suspicious vehicle and observed the vehicle stationary at a dead-end street. Officers asked the defendant what he was doing, and he said chilling and hanging out. Officers smelled a strong odor of burned marijuana emanating from the vehicle. Officers conducted a pat-down and located a THC pen in the defendant's pocket and a glass cylinder-shaped bottle with 5 white square pills that were Xanax. The defendant did not have a prescription bottle or prescription on him. It was 16 grams of Xanax.
So did they find a bunch of weed too, or any kind of weed, or?
No weed.
Mr. Rushing, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, guess what happens? Right. Very good. Mom, I'm in your hands. Anything else you want me to do?
We're going to orientate. No, that's
Okay.
is this just like probation?
Well, let's not, I'll let your lawyer handle what's going to happen as far as, I know, they're always running late. Don't worry about it. My only concern is I want to make sure that he's not using while he's out.
I have a test at home that I'm gonna administer, and I'm gonna start doing that right now.
Don't worry about it. I have a better test. And I'm telling you now, Mr. Rushing, 31 days from today, I'm going to test you for weed. If you test positive, that tells me that you've continued to smoke, and I will put you in jail. As far as the pills are concerned, I'm going to randomly test you with that on an even faster basis. If you're using, likewise, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Perhaps it's a little jail that may cure him. You know, the problem is that you're now only 18. You're building your future. The more criminal cases you put on your background or on your record, the more difficult you just make it to get a job. And am I boring you, Mr. Rush?
You little shit.
Look at your mom. Think it's easy on her?
I'm listening to you, sir. Like, absolutely.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
What are you doing now?
I work at Happy's Cafe. It's like a restaurant.
And yes, you have age orientation today.
Yeah, I have college orientation as well.
Where are you going to college?
Going to UH, University of Houston.
I graduated from there. It's a great school. The more you put into it, the better you're going to get, like anything in life. Okay. So if you find that he's become a problem to you, just come back, talk to me, and I'll straighten him out for you. Anything you need, really. You know, the problem is 18-year-olds, they act like they can rule the world. They know everything, but yet. So be careful. Don't pick up any new cases. Does he have a license? Okay, he has insurance, I suppose. Okay.
I'm so glad I had girls.
I will waive your appearance so he doesn't have to mindlessly come back to court, but you just have to stay in touch with the lawyer, and then they'll tell you if and when you have to come back. For now, I'm going to have him sign a reset with Victoria. He's going to meet with Tracy for his bond conditions, and then we'll just have you waiting back for your lawyer. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Please.
Question right this way. Greg, Judge, page 34, Smith.
Hey, so I want him back in 31 days to take a test, though.
Mr. Smith is on his way out.
Just a second.
Mr. Smith is coming out, Nathaniel Smith, Your Honor.
He's on the jail docket or on the
No,
bond?
he's on the bond docket. He has a couple-
Oh. Good morning, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, you're now charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On July 8th, 2024, the security manager at SATF advised that there was an altercation between two residents. The complaining witness advised that on July 1st, 2024, he was involved in a physical altercation with the defendant. The complaining witness said he was going down a hallway on his way to get a counselor's name for his own records, and as he was talking to the counselor, the defendant walked by and stated, "I would have him hit by now," to the counselor. The defendant struck the complaining witness in his left
A smoking
cheek
jacket.
with an open palm. The complaining witness felt pain.
And it looks like a see-through lacy turtleneck type of jobby underneath. What a toss bag.
And exited the altercation without retaliating. On July 6, 2024, the complaining witness threw iced coffee on the defendant due to an earlier assault. On July 8, 2024, while the complaining witness was sleeping,
Have
the
a look at
defendant entered the
the
dormitory
bailiff.
and struck the complaining witness with closed fist on his face and back, and the complaining witness felt pain. The defendant admitted to the July 1st, 2024 strike and said that it was hot coffee on July 6th, 2024, and said on July 8th, the complaining witness was present and awake and had been taunting him throughout the day.
Mr. Smith, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. We took you into custody because you have a felony warrant. You're on probation for a 4 to 200 second-degree felony, and now they've issued a warrant. You're at no bond. So
why is that? I was at the treatment facility. Oh, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was at the treatment facility, and the roles were turned. He threw hot coffee in my face. And of course, I reacted.
So let you guys get down to that at a later time.
Come
I
on,
don't
Bri,
know.
you've got
We
one
will
in
get all
blue,
the
I'm
evidence.
sure.
The evidence is going to point to whose story is correct because there's always two sides. I just don't know, and it's too early to find out. I wanted to let you know why we're taking you into custody because you're on felony probation. You've now picked up this case. They've issued a warrant, and you're at no bond on that case now.
Why is it no bond? I was at the treatment facility. It was mutual combat. Somebody hit you, you hit them back, and it's mutual combat.
I know that you're saying that, but how do I know if that's right? I don't know. I wasn't there. We got to figure out what happened, really. But I don't know. At this point, regardless, you've picked up a new case. And the other problem is there's only so many treatment facilities we have. I'm now barring you from going back to the treatment facility. I don't want you to accidentally run into this person.
Are you going to bar me?
Yes.
I'm doing excellent at that thing. That just because they've got you harassing me.
Not.
You can call the people up there. They'll tell you. Kelly Doyle will tell you. I'm doing what I have.
I know Kelly well.
Please call
What
her.
up,
She'll tell
dog?
you. Kelly Doyle will tell you that she won't me back there.
Okay. For now, I'm ordering you now not to have any contact with the complaining witness.
I want the bailiff to give him a wedgie. A G-string wedgie.
Not to be in possession of weapons. The problem is that if this person is still over there, I don't want you to accidentally bump into them. So regardless, it's the felony court that's going to send you to whichever facility that you're going to go to. I don't have any control over where you go to.
I was going to be done next month.
The other kicker is this, is while this case is open anyways, you're not going to go to any facility until this case is over. So I will appoint you someone today. We'll figure out where we're going to go from here. And then at some point, we'll get you back into the facility. Or another.
Kelly, we talk to Kelly, please.
But it's the felony court. I don't have any say over what the felony court does. It's the 228. You're in a good court though. That's
No,
good.
Mr.
So,
Smith.
let's do this. Let me point your lawyer today, and then I can always have your, lawyer reach out to Kelly. All right. Thanks. But don't send him down because I need him to sign.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's already in cuffs.
Okay. You want to start on the no attorney? Tracy, still no? No test?
The only thing we can do is removals at this and that.
Say it again?
Removals, like if they need their device removed, go to this and that office. But as far as testing,
When is it going to be up? Do you know?
they said to schedule, if I'm gonna schedule for Thursday at the earliest.
So let's do that. Let's schedule them for Thursday then.
This is for,
Um, yeah.
I see one on page justice. For page 2.
Who is it?
Page 2.
Yeah, no, but with who?
Non-violated.
Yeah.
You want me to approach now?
Yes, come on up. Hi.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, so all I know is that this case is 1,379 days old.
Cardona, come on up.
Bloody hell.
Let me take a look.
Yes, I think I got appointed maybe a couple of weeks ago. And then I approached last week to get his portable, his conditions changed so he can get a portable, and you put him on for today.
Okay, so what happened was that
Well, at least you're a clean idiot.
have you had a chance to see Discovery yet?
I haven't watched it yet, no. I'm like 2 days behind after not having power and everything. And he was on for August, so I go in order of like when my clients are on docket, and then he had to come back.
So the thing is this, is he was ordered to obtain an ignition interlock by 7-Eleven, right?
You missed Hugh Hefner, AJ.
Yes, I approached you on 7-Eleven off docket
Okay.
to get his, because he doesn't drive, so he needs a portable, and you put him on for today so you could admonish him and give him new conditions.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna put a GPS monitor on him. And then I'm gonna put a scram on him, so we know he's not consuming alcohol. The case is nearly 1,400 days old. What I'll do is I'm gonna give you 30 days, okay? Take a look at everything. We need him back in 30 days to figure out where we're gonna go. And at the next setting, it's player trial,
Okay.
okay? 30 days should be enough for you to be able to take a look at everything, and then at that point, let us know what you wanna do, okay? And then, yeah, he's in the jury box. I'm gonna talk to him now.
Okay.
So Vic, on a Mescazita, I'm gonna scram and a GPS monitor to be on by tomorrow. And due to the age of the case, 30 days, clear trial. That's it. All right, come up, sir.
Have a seat, sir. We did not call you up. No, it's okay. I just didn't see you call.
Come up, sir. So here's the deal. Your case is nearly 1,400 days old. You have 30 days to meet with your lawyer to figure out what you're going to do with this case. At the next setting, when you come back, you must either accept the plea bargain offer from the state, or I will set your case for trial. And then at that point, that is a plea deadline. I will not take anything else after that date. As it stands now, because you've evaded from me for so long, I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you. I'm giving you 1 day to put it on.
Disappears.
Okay, so we will tack onto that. On your other ankle, I'm going to put a scram device so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. You're ordered not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and not to drive. Do you understand? The worst possible thing you can do is drive. If you do, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months every time you drive. Do you understand, sir? You will be signing an affidavit promising me you're not going to drive.
Thank you.
All right.
See, the
I'm gonna
good,
have you come up.
the good thing with me is when I'm listening to you guys, it's like the middle of the night, so my phone doesn't ring. I don't get any interruptions. You're watching it in bed on my big flat screen TV, and I've got phone in hand in case I want to chat. But half the time I'm just like, oh, and it runs all night.
I'm up here, sports research, you're not going to drive. I'll get you to sign a reset with Victoria. After that, do not leave until you've met with Tracy for your bond conditions. And after that, you guys will be free to go. We'll see you in 30 days.
Council for reset.
Yeah.
I've got that song in my head now. Thong, 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 thong. Thanks, Bri. Whoa. Hello, Shreya. Gulamali. Shreya. That's how you say Australia. Shreya. Looking, looking, finding. Oh, there's another one.
Eric, do you have something on docket today?
I do, Your Honor. This is the case that I approached on last week. I told you I was going to be in Beaumont, and you told me to zoom into court for Mr. David Thompson, Judge.
Okay, so he's here now?
He is, Judge.
Got it. Okay, bear with me 1 second.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
Cruz Montoya.
Do you want to get the lawyers and then we'll do? Say it again. Okay.
Which one, please, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Morning, Judge.
Thank you.
Order in the court for Cruz Montoya.
Good morning, Mr. Cruz Montoya.
Good morning.
Please spit your gum out. You're smacking it like a horse. Mr. Cruz Montoya, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. who are facing up to a year in jail and, I'm sorry, up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, sir, this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. What do you think is going to happen to you if you do 30 days, Mr. Cruz Montoya?
You got me to assume.
Immigration.
Right. If you want to live in this country without permission, don't get
Good
into trouble.
morning. Good morning.
Most of all, don't drive. Because if you do,
Lovely
you
to
will be
see
all but
you.
assured to come back here.
Welcome.
If I see you again here, I promise you it's not going to go well for you.
Order in the court for a plea.
Anytime you get pulled over, they're going to see a prior DWI on your record, and you're going to get harassed.
What? Hang on. Order in the court for a plea? Really? They don't normally yell that out, do they?
Asked whether you're doing something good, whether you're doing something bad. So don't give anyone the opportunity. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal.
I've been working behind the scenes, Elizabeth. I've been working on Ty Tucker, so there's not a lot to report, and there's not a lot happening in courts either. So, been doing a lot of this. I've been lurking. Don't you worry.
Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this. We'll be stuck like this forever.
Stuck
like I said, you were
Say it.
ever in a car, you
Say
get
it.
pulled over, even the faintest smell of alcohol, they will charge you with a second offense. And from now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. Sentence you to the agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days, sir. Do not drive until you get a license.
Okay.
What was that?
I'm suspending your ability to get a license. Do not drive until you get a license and liability insurance. Otherwise, you're going to be back here. Good luck. Thank you.
You just.
Hey, Lauren. You have a plea? Hey,
Aw,
we
what
have an
pretty
arraignment on
bracelets you've
Thompson
got
as
on.
well, so we can do that after this. Thompson.
Oh, Lord.
Who is your client, sir? Medina. Let me make sure. We need you to sign the documents first.
Yeah, we need a motion.
I thought he was a defendant. My bad.
That's okay. Yeah.
This is on our trial case tomorrow. It's not Christopher Melendez, Ramon Contreras. He wants to take the state's offer tomorrow. Is that okay? All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Is he here now?
No.
Hey.
She looks like she was no nonsense.
Miret. I believe it's.
Page 24.
Honor, this client is part of the P-180 diversion program. She was scheduled for a forensic interview last week. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it. She was made aware of the interview 2 hours before she was out of the jurisdiction. She's already been rescheduled to September 5th. We're respectfully asking to see if we can get a setting after that so we can get this off your docket.
Yeah, so did I.
It's pretty far out.
How do I have any assurance that she's going to make it?
I mean, if you want to admonish her, she is here. Yes, Your Honor.
I thought
Have
the
her come
same
up.
She
thing,
is a
right?
Spanish speaker, though, so we'll have to wait for the interpreter to come. If you want to admonish her on what's.
Yeah,
This guy doesn't look like an attorney either.
You're going to have to hang tight.
Sounds good, Judge.
Yeah. All right, you want to do this arraignment? You ready?
I like this attorney.
Yeah.
It's funny. The one in the blue suit up here. When he had COVID a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he's here.
This attorney here, when he was at home a couple of weeks ago, they had to zoom in because him and the other district attorney both had COVID. Him and Perez, I can't remember this guy's name, but yeah, his wallpaper was like 70s. It was awesome. Like the old paisley velvet. I remember having that in the toilet when I was a kid.
Lawyer's here. Which, yeah, but well, it was an arraignment for Friday. We moved it to today because counsel couldn't be here. David Thompson, come up.
David Thompson, what did you do? Naughty boy.
Can you hear me okay, Judge?
Gotcha. Are you David Glenn Thompson?
Hello,
Mr. Thompson, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry to interrupt. There are bond conditions. His arraignment was on 6/3. There are bond conditions. And you're not.
Did I do it already or what?
Yeah, it was done already. It was PHA.
Oh, that's right.
Council
Okay.
Signed on, so we just
Got
need
it.
to do a reset.
So we'll just give you a normal reset because I think we've been through this, Eric.
Okay, Judge, understood. It's like
remember-
6'3", you're right, Judge.
No driving. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I hope you take it seriously because if not,
Getting there,
All
getting
right.
there.
Judge, August 20 through the 22nd.
did you hear that, Eric?
I did, Judge. Let me check. I think that the 20th is perfect, Judge.
Okay, it's yours.
Thank you, Judge. I'll put it on the calendar. Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Thompson. Call me when you leave.
That way, we'll have you sign a reset.
Thank you, Judge. Am I excused?
Thanks. You got it, Dud.
Thank you, sir.
Have fun.
Judge, on Osmekita, the Scram agency paid or something?
Yeah.
Ready, please, Mr. Music?
No.
No, really? Just the standard tax open, tax open, so smash the like button.
Two more classes.
I'll get tired of this in like 2 days.
And the probation officer wants to tell me negative. I talked to him a little bit. He basically said because many times he has to report his job for certain hours, you know, they did fire him. So it's just been involved with this work schedule.
Okay, so for now, let's start putting deadlines on. So let's do, let's extend it for him. He's got 3 weeks to get the deed of damage, deed of defendant test. After that, if he gets it done, we'll bring him back here to check. If he doesn't have it done, after that, we'll give him another like 3 weeks to get the particular one back. Then we'll go from there. But I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back.
Oh lordy, he did nearly a 5-hour
Yeah.
date.
Hi, Judge. Here on
Hi,
Dennis Walker, set for bond forfeiture today.
Okay,
He's here. I think you had requested him to
loud.
come in and show proof that he's been looking for a job. He's been sending me applications. I've gotten about 12 of them so far.
Council for reset.
Mr. Waller, come up. Tell me what you've done. What have you done?
Indeed, whatever job they have pop up in my email, I signed up for. I have to for the paper. Send it to my lawyer too.
Give me proof.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
Was that the same day where the translator said, "Judge, how do I translate stuck like Chuck?" It was really funny.
Have you tried to go to I'm glad that you're trying. This is good. Good job. Just keep trying. At some point, you're going to get it, you know? Have you tried going to Amazon yet? Why not? They're always hiring. I mean, really, it's not hard there. That's probably your best bet. I'm going to set you off a couple more weeks. Go to Amazon. I'm telling you, and just be persistent, and hopefully they will. Okay? Good job. Just keep trying. At some point, you're going to get something. All right? Thank you. Good. I'm glad that you're doing it. All right? All right.
Judge, August 29th through, I'm sorry, July 29th of August 1st.
Did you hear that, Shreya?
July 29th, please.
Oh, sheesh.
Anyone else you want to talk about?
That's it. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Have fun.
right.
Thanks.
Oh. See ya.
Come on.
Now I'm deaf. Oh, here he comes.
All in record place.
Did that get you too?
All right, so you are Jesus Rodolfo Medina, correct? All right, please keep it down. Mr. Medina, you're charged with indecent assault.
Oh.
You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like you've worked out an agreement. Let me figure out what that is.
Yeah, I agree not to indecently assault anybody.
Do you have?
Huh?
Looks like they've offered you a 13-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you successfully complete, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you cannot tell people it was dismissed. It was not dismissed. You merely took a probation, completed it successfully, and don't end up with a conviction, or didn't end up with one.
Sure.
Understand what's
Yes, Your Honor.
consequences and what happens. Now, for that to happen, you must do an effective decision-making class. You will also do what's called a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess further conditions, you must fulfill those conditions. Because I don't know what those other conditions may be, because that's why they have it. You do a test to see if there's anything else that may fit in your life. You must also have no contact with Dorothy Lawrence. You understand what's
Yes, sir.
expected of you. Okay, Pavel, did you want to add anything? You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Like I said, this is a type of probation that if you do well,
I don't think his attorney could go to trial. He couldn't stand up quick enough to object.
you may even be able to get this thing sealed. I don't know. That's something that you guys will have to research. However, I want you to understand that if you fail to live up to the terms of your agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. I will bring you out. The only thing that we're going to talk about is if you violated the probation. And if you did, you authorize us to put you in jail for an entire year.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand?
Yes.
You still want to do this?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense of indecent assault?
Good.
I will not find you guilty. I will withhold after 13 months. You will do the effective decision-making class, TRAS, and no contact with Dorothy Lawrence. All right, guys. Good luck
You
to you.
did say pro bono and not pro bono, didn't you? For the indecent
Do you
assault.
need me to sign this, Melissa?
My bad. Sidebar. I'll allow that. Next. He's got flashy shoes, isn't he?
Got the translator
Yeah.
here for one.
I was.
I forgot the last name. Counselor, what was the last name again?
That's M-I-R-E-T.
Come
Olivia.
up.
Mr. Murray?
That translator's in demand.
Bless you.
El intérprete aquí.
When was the last appointment?
It was on July 11th, Your Honor, last Thursday, this past Thursday.
Why did you miss your appointment?
Estaba de viaje, tenía que ir a la Florida a buscar,
Keep it down, please.
tenía que ir a la Florida a buscar
I
los
was
papeles
cooking
de la niña por la
quesadillas
entrevista
and they
que
were in the
tengo.
oven.
I was out of the state in a trip to Florida looking for papers for my daughter for an interview.
Did you make the appointment now for her?
Puedo hacer la cita.
The rescheduling of the, I don't believe so, Judge. Let's see.
Counsel, you told me that there is already one reset.
That is correct, Your Honor. I looked at my client's phone and she emailed, whoever emailed her the appointment for July 11th, rescheduled it for September 5th. So there already is a
That's forensic interview.
or forensic interview, I'm
I
sorry.
set up a virtual interview that I said forensic follow-up.
Mr. Moret, your case is very, very old, and I will not do this again with you. I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care what's going on. If you do not make this next appointment, I will immediately set your case for trial, and I will not entertain any more offers from you. Do you understand? So do what you need to do to make sure that you make this appointment. Because if you don't, it's over. I will not accept anything else, and you will get a 10-day trial setting.
There's no such thing as corruption
So the
either.
appointment is for
Gabby.
September.
5th, Your Honor.
Okay, we're going to docket this on the next day, on the 6th.
Did everyone see my video on Tucker? Anyone? Anyone? No? I didn't do it live. I recorded it, pre-recorded. Go back and have a squeeze. Stuck like Charles. He hasn't said it yet. I'm still waiting. Come on, spinny wheel. Mm. Oh, did you?
To make sure that she
I haven't
won.
been on to have a look.
Your Honor, y visto para seis el caso, pero se ordenó este que fue. Entendido.
Also now, I'm gonna make a
Feel free to
documentation
share
note,
it.
or so I
You have
can
full
remember
permission.
everything that transpired here today. So in the event that she doesn't go, then I mean, we'll set it. I'm gonna do a 10-day draw. I'll set it to
Absolutely.
make sure that she makes it, because otherwise.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Guys.
Judge, can you check the waiting room, please?
Boy. Oh, hello. What did you do? You know, I can do these things. Thanks, Gabby. I did too. Cheers. Yeah, no, it's if you just go into it, it'll be under my videos. I think I linked it to the playlist of Ty Tucker, but yeah, it's just a pre-recorded video that I did to try and get some awareness happening and start getting the ball rolling. Sounds so professional. Mr. B. What do we think he did? What do we think he did? Armed robbery? What do you reckon? He can't be DWI because his feet wouldn't reach the pedals. Well, bailiff's behind him, so. Is that tattoo on his neck or is it hair? Oh, thank you. Thanks, Gabby. Fraud.
Okay, who do we have here?
Mr. Cordova, Your Honor, for plea.
Good morning, Mr. Cordova.
Thank you, Gabby.
All right, so you're charged with harassing communication. You're facing up to 6 months in jail
Aw,
and
is
or a
that all?
$2,000 fine. What have you guys worked out?
Time for 3 days, Your Honor.
Does that mean he's a stalker, harassing communication? Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Oh no, I'm gonna have that song in my head now.
Okay, give me 1 second. So what are we doing?
115.
Okay.
Oh, some things you just can't unsee now.
All right, so Mr. Cordova, it's 115 days in jail. Credit for the 115
Mr.
days.
Bordova. I wonder what the closed captions would have come up with that name.
You've already done. It's also alleged that you have a prior felony offense of aggravated assault out of Hayes County. Did you have an ag assault out of there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Harris County, not Hayes. Oh, you talking about my priors?
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal, so this will go on your record. It will be there forever. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense?
Yes, sir.
Find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Are your other cases still open?
Yes, sir.
Good luck on those, okay?
Thank
We have a plea, Your Honor, on Gilbert Rosas.
Other than thee.
Give me a second, because Toria's not here, but as soon as she gets here, she might have just stepped back for a second. Sure. But, oh, there she is. Hey. who's the name? Yeah. Rosas. Tori, are you ready? Okay. Mr. Rosas, come up.
All right, what has he done?
All right, good morning, Mr. Rosas. So you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. You're facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. Looks like you guys have worked that agreement. That agreement looks like to be a 13-month deferred. A deferred is the type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but you can't tell people it was dismissed. It was not dismissed. You just did the probation, completed it, and don't end up with a conviction, but you can't tell people it was dismissed. You understand? Yes, sir. Now, as part of the agreement, you will do what's called a TRAS. It's an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. The probation department may assess further conditions. You need to be aware of that. You must, as part of this agreement, fulfill those conditions. One of those conditions may be outpatient treatment. You understand? Yes, sir. As part of this, there will be no drugs, no alcohol, random urinalysis, and then no threatening or harassing contact with Alyssa Hernandez. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Basically, all you have to do is just stay out of trouble and no dope and no alcohol, and don't pick up any new cases. Yes, sir. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Can you get this done? Yes, sir. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine the accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you cannot back out of it. You're stuck with this until you complete it or unless you get revoked. Now, if you do something to violate this probation, like you pick up a new case, you start consuming, we issue a warrant, put you in jail. And the only thing we're going to talk about is if you violated this probation. If you do, you're looking at an entire year. You understand? Sir. You still want to do this? Sir. Okay. How do you plead to the offense, sir? I will not find you guilty. I'll withhold that for 13 months. Assess a TRAS. No drugs, alcohol, random
Party
testing.
pooper.
And no threatening, harassing with Alyssa. Who is this person to you?
She's the mother of my kids.
Are
Oh,
you together with her now?
I have custody of my kids.
Does she also get visitation as well?
True, she hasn't.
Have you, she still have parental rights or no?
Yeah, through the Attorney General, she had custody, but then she didn't want them anymore, so I got them.
Okay, treat them good. How old are they?
2 10-year-olds, 12-year-old, and 5-year-old.
So it's 4 kids. Mr. Rosas, you got to be careful, because if you don't treat those kids with love and respect now, you think your life is hard now? Wait till they get to be 16 and 18. If you don't treat a kid now, they're going to make your life a living hell when they're teenagers, even older teenagers. I'm telling you, it will backfire on you like crazy if you don't treat them with love and respect now.
Mhm.
It could go sideways real quick. I'll make you a deal. If you do well, don't test positive for 6 months.
Don't encourage
I'll
him,
take you off
Gabby.
early. All right.
No, encourage him.
All we want you to do is just behave, be good to those kids, and that's it. All right. Okay. So let's review it back at 6 months, and then if he's done well, we'll just early terminate. All right.
Address, he's wearing an ankle monitor. Can we get that with work? It's impeding his access to job facilities. He's just got to wear work boots and.
Oh, have you had any violations on the monitor?
No, sir.
No? Okay, I'll take it off. Yeah, good job. Just stay out of trouble, man. That's all we want you to do. Okay? All right, man. Good luck. Thanks, Joseph.
Judge, did you want to start with page 8?
Yeah.
Page 9 on the floor. Come on up.
Mr. Jackson, do you have a lawyer today?
Yes, sir, Miss Jackson.
Sorry?
Dan Clark.
You have one?
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Are you working?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't work. I thought you said I'm working for one, you don't work for one. I don't work for.
So are you working or are you not working now? Why not?
I know. As I said, I look.
That's how the sound goes.
Did you graduate from high school, Mr. Jackson? Wait, what?
I'm Dan Clark.
You have the wrong defendant.
Yeah.
Clark.
I thought you said it was Jabari Jackson, no?
No, Dan Clark.
Page 9, Clark.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes, sir.
Why not?
Yeah.
Apparently not hard enough. Because we now have been since March and you haven't done anything. If I drug test you now, what's gonna happen? If I drug test you now, what's gonna happen? You know, don't play Helen Keller with me. What's
I
gonna
love
happen,
it.
Mr. Clark?
Don't play Helen Keller with me. I'm gonna test positive for dope.
Take a seat in the jury box.
Oh dear. He's not happy, is he? Ooh. He's got his knickers in a twist.
13.4.
Cause I got high. Because I got high. La, da, 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 da. Oh, I'm thinking ag assault or
Mr. Dalcourt, do you have a lawyer today?
Oh, no, sir.
What are you doing about that?
I'll get one.
I'll get one. I'll get one when I'm
It's time
ready.
for you to get a lawyer. Are you working?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got my own business.
Doing
Yeah.
what?
My
Selling
clothes.
drugs.
It's time for you to get a lawyer, sir. Do you understand? I will give you one more reset. You must have a lawyer by the next setting, sir.
All right.
do 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 do.
Labano Pande.
Oh. What is he eating, Gabby?
Mendez.
Oh, there goes another one.
Mr. Dixon, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Puts it in.
Judge, Mr. D has a plate.
Okay. Ramona,
Yes, Judge.
I'm chatting you.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. D. Who do we have here?
Mr. Paul Callis, you are.
What's the last name?
Callis.
Have you got a Fleisher crush? Hmm? Hmm?
All right. Good morning, Mr. Callis. Sir, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. What have you guys worked out?
Yeah, he
We've
stole
got
my
a
candy.
contract deal, Judge.
He stole my pumpkin pie.
3 days credit
Good
for one day.
morning, Bob. Good morning.
How many prior thefts do you have, Mr. Callis? Well, I see a prior auto theft. I see a prior burglary with intent to commit a theft.
Yeah.
You have
I
any
stole
other
the
thefts
car
at a
so I
county?
could drive over to your house and pinch your
What I'm
pie.
trying to tell you is that at some point, if you continue to pick up theft cases, they can use those to enhance you to a felony charge, and then you're looking at years instead of days. So I'm telling you to be careful, because your next theft, even if it's a pack of gum, may land you in prison for a very long time. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, or denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, sir? I will find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I will roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. There's no restitution, is there?
No, sorry.
Okay. Good luck, Mr. Callis. Please see the clerk. Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Judge, I responded.
Mr. Opande, how can I help you, sir?
Page 13, Judge.
Oh, that's who that is? Yeah, yeah. Good morning, sir.
Judge, he sent me an email saying he has the mitigation packet, he just wants to send it to the state. But from our last recent, it was, defendant has to submit the mitigation, if not, he's required.
Okay.
Because he was given so much time.
Has he checked in here?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready to submit the packet in today? It was supposed to be submitted by today, Mr. Opande.
Yes, good morning, Judge. Yes, we actually have it, and we just don't have power in the office. And so they said they may have it restored by tomorrow. But as soon as that happens, then I'm not able to get into the server in the office, Judge. So as soon as that happens, I'll be ready to submit it.
People pay a lot of money for lips like that.
Okay, so you want me to roll it to Monday to make sure that it gets submitted? What would you like me to do?
Yes, Monday will be perfect, Judge. I think by then we should be able to get back in the office.
Okay, we'll do that, and we'll have your client sign a reset, and then we'll have them come back Monday. Okay?
Okay, Judge. So, Judge, if I'm able to submit it, I wanted to waive appearance if that's possible.
If it's submitted, then we will waive the appearance. If it's not submitted, he must be here. Okay?
Yes, Judge. Perfect. Thank you,
And then
Judge.
after that, we'll set you off for 2 weeks for you guys to get the interlock and all the jazz, okay?
Yes, Judge. Thank you very much.
Okay,
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
take care. Hey.
Mr. Stewart, we were here Friday.
Is mom here?
He wanted to bring his mother and his sister. They could-
Please. Yeah.
Are you able to,
Raymond? A human?
enjoy the power back?
This desk is right at the attorney's package height. Hopefully he doesn't stand too close to it.
Everyone, keep it down, please. If you want to talk, go outside.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. Are you mom? Okay, and you are a sister. Okay. How much do you know about Mr. Stewart? As far as all the cases that we have and how many charges he's picked up and of all the issues that we have, how much do you know?
We know about them, we don't know about it.
Okay. I am at wit's end with your son. I am
Uh-oh.
up to here.
He goes with
We
you.
now have a total of 4 open cases. They're all the same. And the bond violations continue to happen over and over and over. And I have put him in jail at least,
Oh,
what,
dear.
Mr. Mercer, what,
Tony's
at
got a
least 2
camel
different
toe.
occasions, right? 3?
Oh, I can't
To
unsee
try
it.
to get him to understand that we mean
Stop it.
business. Someone keeps bonding him out and he continues to do what he wants to do. This last time, I told him, I don't want you to have,
Oh.
I don't want you to do certain things. I didn't want him out in the middle of the night. It's one of my main concerns. Nothing good happens at 2 in the morning, at 4 in the morning,
Well, I don't know.
at all.
Depends if you're
And
high.
in this last violation report, which I think
Oh,
numbers
it's
now
horrible.
6, he's
I can't
out
stop
at
looking.
4 in the morning.
Came to my room, because he couldn't breathe. He has asthma real bad. And bronchitis, and it's just. It's hot. They both came to my house because they couldn't breathe. And I had a mini, generator and they blew out the air from the fan and I have more.
And it can't wait another 2 hours until 7 in the morning until what he can,
He couldn't breathe. And I had to give him, the Buterol through the, machine and the, steroid pump. He's been had this ever since he was a baby and he cannot breathe. He wake up sometime out his sleep sometime and can't. The noise he makes will wake you up like that because he can't breathe.
How does he
He may as well
continue
be
to
wearing
pick up these
Speedos.
cases and how does he continue to violate these conditions being out though? And in these, in one of the, at least one of the cases, he has an AR-15.
Ooh.
Well, I believe it's because he's been shot before.
I don't, look, it needs to stop. If somehow you guys are telling him it's okay to be out at 4 in the morning, it's not.
That was just the one time that he came when the lights went on. That was it.
But it's always one time. It's always this, it's always that. And it just continues to happen. And this is the 6th time. Who does he live with now?
I just came back on Saturday evening, so he's back with me. He stays.
Do you stay home all day? What do you do? Do you work? Do you?
Just like, I've been on disability ever since 15, 16. I have neuropathy in my hands,
Who else stays at the house?
just me and him.
I got it.
And it affects my whole right side.
Why, Mr. Mercer, why did we do the exclusion in the first place from the house? I don't remember.
It must have been just a standard boilerplate thing that I overlooked or that the state overlooked. I didn't sign on until later on. I subbed in for somebody else. It was just where the incident occurred. There was no victim in the case. There's no danger to anyone in particular. I think it's just where they found him with the weapon. So I don't know, honestly. I think at the last setting, the state indicated that they would not oppose taking that out.
Do you have any reason why we put the restriction on that particular address?
Judge, I think that was a court condition, if I remember correctly, and on the allegations and stuff, it looks like he kind of trapped himself into that house and caused this whole standoff, and then because of the facts of the case, he didn't want to be around there until he got more information. But if it's his house, like I said, I'm not opposed to him.
What is your address, ma'am?
Well, I moved from over there to Brent Rock Drive, 12730.
The address is actually
Her
her house.
address.
So that address is your
That's the
address.
address he came to, but it's not the address where it occurred at. But that just where the credit is like way down the way. I live in the front, so she came to the front.
She's a friend of the lady whose house he was at, some friend,
Where it happened.
and he ran into her. She was a friend of the
You ran up to the lady that was the friend of the family house.
I only have three things that I want. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Actually, four things. Curfew, so he's not out in the middle of the night, and that he's a working man, so that he doesn't have too much time on his hands. That's the only thing I'm requiring from him. And I'm going to say this now, that it doesn't matter to me if he lives with you, sister. My only concern is that he's not out in the middle of the night and doesn't have a weapon. Okay? I'm going to let him go with you guys, but I'm going to tell you now, if I have any future violations, I'm going to set each of his bonds at $50,000.
So is he allowed to come to my address?
I don't think it's an issue. My only thing is I don't want him out in the middle of the night. We will put a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. If he's out past any of those times, I'm telling you, I'm going to make his bond really, really high.
As high as his attorney's pants?
He has to have a full-time job.
I'm working on trying to get him.
Why are you working on it?
Yeah.
He should be working on it.
Well, I'm sorry. We both are. We all are trying to just help.
Yeah,
Because he's 17, so it's like it's not so many jobs that
I understand.
we can get him.
Look,
We just trying to help him.
I'm happy that you're helping him. Really, at the end of the day, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But I just want you to understand that I'm at wit's end. I will not entertain any more excuses. I don't care what it is. I don't care where he's going. If you need to have a breathing machine in both houses, put one in there.
Tuck it in a bit more.
Because, come up, Mr. Stewart. I'm going to take off the restriction that you can go to your sister's house. I mean, I don't care what house you're going to. Don't be out past curfew.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you leave your charger at your sister's house and you have to go out at 9:05 to go get it somewhere else. The next time, and I'm going to make a notation clearly here of everything, because I'm not going to forget anything. The
Yes, sir.
next time, I don't care what your excuse is. I'm going to make your bond $250,000.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
At some point, they're going to stop paying to get you out because they're wasting their money every single time, thousands of dollars to get you out for you to violate to go right back in.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're on notice now. If you are going to go to a particular house, have your overnight bag that has everything in it, your phone, your charger, your albuterol, the machine you might need, have everything, because I will not entertain any excuses. Mr. Mercer, you're on notice now. I don't care what the excuse is. The next time he violates any condition, you know what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to make
So
sure.
the only conditions that we have now, get a job full-time or be in school full-time.
Sir.
No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol,
Sir.
and no out past curfew.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
Do we need to, I'll talk to pretrial services about
Talk
the
with Tracy
address.
so that we iron everything out. And then that's it.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank you, Judge.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Peace out. Come on, mama.
Can I get like a 30-day reset for Mr. Stewart? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I can be able to 15. Yeah, tell them I'll be there.
Yes.
That's
Corrales.
Order in the court.
Ooh. He put AJ's mum's voice on.
So he has a terroristic threat. He also has the evading with us. Are we going on just the
Yes.
rest? That's
Yes.
it? And then the terroristic threat will be dismissed?
Dismissed, yes.
Is this how you understand it, Mr. Corrales? That the terroristic threat's going to be dismissed? You're pleading to the evading. Understand that you're evading arrest as an enhanceable offense, meaning that it's going to go on your record now. If you ever run from the cops again, they can charge you with a felony offense. And then you'll be looking at years instead of days. You understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. You can never undo this, change your mind about this. It will be like this and reflect as a conviction forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Is the case upstairs still going on or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Looks like you don't have felony court until about 2 weeks. Good luck to you, sir. Thanks. Abandon the enhancement.
Oh, he's got cracker. Is that prawn cracker? What I think we might do is play another 10 more minutes of this and then I'll record the rest and maybe play the rest tomorrow if the trial doesn't start. Otherwise I'll save it for a rainy day. It's nearly a 5-hour session. Come on, people. Not one stuck like Chuck. Not one he goes with you. Only the Helen Keller. Yes, we did. We didn't get any rainbows and rabbits.
Rock.
Oh.
Are you signing on to this case now?
I am. Patrick went over to the public defender's office, so I'm taking over his cases that he had left over.
Yes.
Who's on it now?
It was Patrick. It was Patrick Ngwalu. And Mr. Ngwalu has taken a position with the public defender's office.
He in a chain gang.
So I'm taking over the case.
Your Honor, Crutchfield, Costley, and Webb, all Mr. D's were pleased.
Okay.
Okay, slide, no, just slide down for me real quick so he can sign.
Hey.
How you doing today? Doing well.
Oh.
I'm an off doctor.
Hello.
Or walk through it.
Why do they all lean over the bench
What's your
like
cause
that?
number?
2433326. Joshua DeVos.
It's Barry White.
We can
How
do
you
it.
doing?
We're gonna do this first and then we can do it.
Yes, sir.
All right, come on, guys. Good morning, guys. All of you guys have been charged with criminal offenses. It appears all of you guys have worked out agreements to end these cases today. You all give up a lot of rights by entering into these agreements. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you guys are not citizens or possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You guys give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you cannot change this or undo this. Is this what you guys want to do?
Sir.
Okay, so we will go through each of you guys to figure out what's going on. So are you Mr. Crutchfield?
Sir.
So Mr. Crutchfield, you are charged with the offense of criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 66 days in jail, credit for the 66 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do, sir?
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? I will find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Let's see, where are you? Now, Mr. Costley, you are charged with attempted burglary of a motor vehicle. I don't have this up yet. Oh. Oh, he was on probation.
Yes, sir. MHA.
What have we worked out on Mr.?
30 days.
Okay.
And 3 days. I put it on. Where is it? It's right there in the bottom.
Okay. So it's 3 days in jail, credit for the 43 days that you've done. Is it true or untrue that you violated your probation, Mr. Costley? I will find that it's true. Send you to three days in jail. I will give you credit for the 43 days that you've already done. Your probation is hereby revoked. It will now reflect as a conviction on your record, sir. Lastly, Mr. Webb, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 71 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do, sir? So it looks like he's got 2 DWIs.
Sir, the second one upon completion of this plea will be dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay.
But he has a felony offense also.
The same transaction as the second. Your Honor, I just want the record to reflect on costly. It's just on the technicals, paragraphs 2, 10, and 19.
Yeah, for
Not
sure.
the new law violation.
I reflected that in the paperwork as well, but just for it to be known.
So, but I'm with Webb, we're pleading on the 718.
Yes.
Right. And then the new one will be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Have you let the felony court know to see how, if and how it'll impact the case if it's theirs?
Yes, Judge, I've notified. So it probably has been notified.
Okay.
Order in the
And
court.
they're all taking plea deals.
I'm going to suspend your license for a year, Mr. Webb. Do not drive until you get a license. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know how many DWIs you have, but I'm going to tell you that anytime you get pulled over, they're going to look up your record. They're going to see DWI, continuous family violence. Do you think they're going to be nice to you, sir? Don't get into a car. Every day, someone dies from a DWI in Harris County. Every damn day. And here you are with 2 DWIs. Stop endangering our public. All we want our streets to be safe, Mr. Webb. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, we might wind it up there. Thank you, Judge. And continue another day. But I actually wanted to play. Hang on. Stop sharing. Seeing as I made this the other day, and poor AJ has reached 1,000 subs 3 times, so I might as well play this again. Yay!
Yeah, eat it, fucker. Eat that shit. Eat that turd.
Well, it is over 2 hours, just. All right, peeps. It was so lovely to be back here with you all. Well, I got to use it at least a couple of times now, so it wasn't all worthless. Hopefully, hopefully the Judge Fleisher's trial tomorrow is a goer, and AJ and I can hook up and do that together. That would be great. If not, I'll be back probably doing the rest of this. And I will put up the awesome police pursuit video I watched last night that took 6 pit maneuvers to stop this car. 6. It went for 2 hours, but I just recorded the last 18 minutes of it, so it doesn't go for that long. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. It was great seeing you all, and had a lovely evening. Thanks again for joining me, and I shall bid you all adieu.
Covering true crime and police arrest, where the judges move and the defense rests. Watching courts and trials, criminals at best, where the gavel drops and the defense rests. If you love true crime and you want the best, won't you find the time and the defense rests?